my mind is here and I can die. Baby Vader, something later, now he's just a spy. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Hey y'all, that's right. It's time to tier list Weird Al and his catalog. Um, let's see what I think. I hope I'm not gonna disappoint any of the fans. Yeah. So let's begin. I'm gonna move myself here. Okay, there we go. So you should be able to hear me better. Hopefully, I'm a lot louder now. Um, for y'all. Debut. I'm gonna put it in A minus tier. It's a really good album. A lot of favorites on here. Ricky is a favorite. Of course, probably nobody my age would know the song Mickey by Tony Basil, which was what I was parodying. Of course, I Love Lucy. Bet y'all don't know what that is. Who are my age. Got a boogie. Um, what else? I love Rocky Road. That's another favorite of mine. But my new favorite off this album, in hindsight, I've been listening to this album. I listened to the album a couple times, but now my new favorite is Mr. Frump in His Iron Lung. It is so messed up, but so beautiful that I can't help but mention it. It's a favorite of mine. One worth giving a listen for sure. All right, in 3D, it's probably just as good as the first album. Maybe a slight knockdown on it. Favorites of this album: Ryer the Kaiser, Girls Just Want to Have Lunch. What else? Of course, Eat It. All classics. Great stuff. Still recommend it. Dare to Be Stupid. I'm debating if I should give it an A minus or a B plus, because some parts are okay, but some parts are. Uh, I'll be generous and give it a A minus. Again, it's a good album. There are some tracks that are again. Let me move a little bit down. All right, that are maybe a little bit more on the filler end. So yeah. Like a Surgeon. What else is on this album? Yoda. Um, why can I not think of anything else? All good stuff. Highly recommend. Weird Al rarely misses, except for this album. Polka Party is my least favorite album of his. Um, sorry, this is getting a little uncomfortable, that position. And I just accidentally turned on my PlayStation. That is hilarious. Okay. Don't overheat now. Okay. Yeah, PlayStations can overheat. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. For me, this album was more boring. Um, my favorite track off this album is, of course, "Living with a Hernia." The hit single off the record. There's some other decent stuff on here, but it's more kind of boring filler in my opinion. I'm turning the fan down. But yeah, it's more boring filler. It's not, absolutely spectacular. I need to listen to all of this. But it's still decent. It's worth a one time listen, but other than that, yeah. Even worse, I'm gonna put it above "Dare to Be Stupid." My favorite song on this is kind of funny. Is "Alimony." Of course, a parody of "Money Money" by Billy Idol. Um, it's a good album. It's worth listening to. It's about tied within 3D. It's about the same level, I'd say. Good stuff. Recommend. UHF. I actually like this one a lot more than I remembered. Um, I'm actually gonna change my ranking. Weird Al is just an A. UHF is also just an A. You got Spam, the biggest ball time in Minnesota, and of course, one of my absolute favorite songs he ever did, Money for Nothing slash Beverly Hillbillies, where he took the riff and whatever of Money for Nothing by, of course, Dire Straits, and changed it so it's the lyrics to the Beverly Hillbillies theme. And it's absolutely wonderful. I highly recommend you go check it out. Now, the 90s is where this man hit his stride. Perfect after perfect after perfect after perfect. Here we go. Off the Deep End, S minus tier. It's a great album. Of course, Smells Like Nirvana is absolutely one of my favorite songs. Sing distinctly, we don't wanna buy our album. We're Nirvana. Classic Weird Al. So yeah, what else? This is one of the albums I actually own of his. I own. So what else is on this? I Can't Watch This. The White Stuff, of course, a parody of you got the right stuff by NKOTB. You got the polka medley, which is actually better, but it's a mixed bag. There's like Doctor Feelgood and Enter Sandman, but then there's some other weird stuff that's like, why is this here? Taco Grande's not bad. You don't love me anymore. Ridiculous song. Anyway, Off the Deep End is a favorite of mine. One I would revisit again often. So yeah, um, you know what's even better than that? Hot take: Alapalooza, Jurassic Park. Their parody of AC/DC, Young, Dumb, and Ugly. Bedrock Anthem. For a while, I thought Under the Bridge and Give It Away was one song because of this, but I was totally wrong. And I was disappointed when I heard both. I was like, I wish these two were hybridized like this. I like that. You got the ridiculous Frank's 2000 TV. What else is on here? Achy Breaky Song. Weird Al also hates that song. I'm pissed off at that song because it prevented Megadeth from going number one for Countdown to Extinction. But that's a completely another story for another day. All great songs. I highly recommend you check out Alapalooza. Headline news. This is just a single, by the way. Yeah, it's a B minus tier. It's a decent cover. Decent song. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I put it in. It's not Polka Party bad. I listen to Polka Party and I smack my head. Okay, the the goat of all Weird Al albums. Here we go. Bad Hair Day. Even I, who's not a huge hip hop fan, loves Amish Paradise. Big fan of that song. Gump also on here. The alternative polka is the best one he ever did. What else is on here? Phony Calls. I have. Where did I put my copy of that album? I want to refer to it. Okay. Let me find it. Where did I put it? Okay. crap. Oh, I know where it is. Sorry, this video is gonna be longer than normal. Um, I'm not redoing this, by the way. Uh, Syndicated Incorporated, that's another favorite of mine. And The Night Santa Went Crazy is easily the greatest Christmas song ever written in the history of music. Again, that's just my opinion. So, again, don't take my opinion too seriously. I know some people are out there like, ooh, this guy has really bad hot takes. So, yeah, don't take me seriously. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that away later. Okay, Spy Hard. I'm not a fan of this song, so you get B tier. It's about tied with Polka Party. It's not my thing. Um, Running with Scissors. Yeah, that's about right. You notice all the '90s stuff is in the S tier. All four '90s records are in S tier, and that's because they're all good. Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. What else is on here? Of course, the saga begins. I love Star Wars, and you know how much the prequels mean to me, so that's another favorite of mine. Um, of course, I also have Weird Al Live, which was from that tour, and it's a wonderful VHS or DVD. Go pick it up. It's also a great concert to watch, because Al will change suits and costumes and all that, which is absolutely wonderful to see. Um, what else? And of course, the fan favorite Albuquerque, which is this 11-minute song about him going to Albuquerque. It's ridiculous, and I love it. All right. So yeah, S tier for sure. Poodle Hat. Yeah, that's about right. I like Poodle Hat. I like the song Couch Potato. Again, I'm not a hip hop guy, but I love the references to classic television and eBay. um, a complicated song, all that, all great. Recommend you pick it up. Okay, Straight Out of Linwood. Where am I putting this? Yeah, here I guess. It's okay. I prefer. It's actually more like here. I love Canadian Idiot, but otherwise it's just a okay record. It's not spectacular. It's close to here, but it's not. So yeah, it's just okay. I'm gonna have to compress this video because this is gonna be a long one, and there's a lot of nonsense that's not necessary. So, by the way, we're not counting any singles that are related to TV shows or movies. So those are out. Those don't count. Like Hamilton Polka. By the way, I'm not a fan of Hamilton, so that's out anyway. The Milo Murphy's Law theme is pretty good, but that's not counted here. So, Alpocalypse, it's good, but it's it's weaker than Straight Outta Linwood. It's just okay, and I'd say the same for Mandatory Fun. Same, a little bit weaker. It's not quite Polka Party bad. Polka Party is like the one you gotta avoid. Uh, okay. And the new medley is actually not that bad. The medley just came out, by the way. At the time of this recording, it came out on the 18th, and I'm recording this on the 20th. 18th? It was the 18th or 19th. Sorry. It came out on the 19th, and it's the 20th right now. So, Yeah, that's about it. That's my ranking. Do you agree? Do you not agree? VHS and CD Brony have at it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Have you heard all of these albums? Tell me in the comments section. I'm gonna hear what you have to say. But that's it for now. Again, these four don't count. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.